we're at the drawing board right now. Nate Diaz ducked the $10 million offer. So he's not the badass that everyone said he was, because I wanted to fight him in MMA and do something that no boxer has really ever done, which is in the prime of their career, go over to MMA. MMA fighters have gone to boxing, but I want to go into MMA, and Nate Diaz ducked the offer.
So here we go again, ladies and gentlemen. Jake Paul and Nate Diaz. Look, the last fight that they had, the boxing fight, there was a lot of things mentioned at the end of the fight that obviously was supposed to set up this MMA fight that was supposed to be in the PFL, and it was supposed to be for $10 million. In my opinion, that whole boxing fight was the setup for that MMA fight, if you ask me. But lo and behold, there is an intriguing twist once again, igniting the flames of anticipation for a potential rematch after their boxing showdown in August, which saw Paul emerge victorious via unanimous decision. The combat's world has been buzzing about the potential fight this YouTuber and this pretty much retired MMA fighter to square up in the MMA cage. But according to Paul, Nate Diaz allegedly turned down the substantial $10 million offer for an MMA rematch. Let me know down in the comment section below. Do you guys actually believe someone like Nate Diaz would actually turn down a fight, let alone 10 million freaking dollars? I do not believe that for a second, but let me know what you guys think down in the comments. So Paul did an interview with TMZ Sports, and he really didn't beat around the bush. You know, he's pretty much asserting that Diaz's refusal to accept the offer has put a dent in his tough guy image. You know, he had hope to make history by transitioning from boxing to MMA in the prime of his career, an endeavor rarely attempted by professional boxers. While MMA fighters have occasionally crossed over into boxing, Paul aimed at reversing the trend. And let's just be honest, Paul never really fought any actual boxers. Paul speculated on Diaz's reasoning for declining the offer, suggesting that perhaps the risk of an MMA bout against him was simply too great for the former MMA UFC title challenger. He noted that their boxing match had already been lucrative, which might have influenced his decision for another fight against Paul, but in the MMA ring. Paul really believes that if you were to beat Nate Diaz in the MMA ring, you know, that it will strip away all of Nate's legendary status in the combat sports world. This idea, you know, that the risk versus reward appears to be a key factor in Nate's decision in the rematch. And I'm gonna just be clear, I don't think that Jake Paul knows what he's signing up for. Whenever jiu-jitsu, wrestling, kickboxing, when all of this is available for the MMA fighter, I don't think that Jake knows exactly what he's signing up for. But I'm gonna just be honest, I feel like the main issue why there is a disagreement right now is because they both want to say on what promotion, you know, is gonna pretty much host this fight. Because Jake Paul, let's just say this, Jake Paul has never ventured into the realm of MMA, but right now he's affiliated with the PFL and even holds equity in the organization. And on the other hand, Diaz has his own promotion as well that's called Real Fight, which, by the way, jointly promoted their boxing match. But until they figure out, you know, who is going to be hosting the fight, I don't really think that we'll hear too much news about this potential rematch. I will say this though, I do prefer it. I would prefer it to be in the PFL, mainly for the reasons that they are a professional MMA organization. So hopefully, you know, we do hear news about this in the future. And I hope that they don't cancel this rematch, because it's something that I really want to see. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.